Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to help you guys win a lot more gunfights. There's a lot of people who still can't seem to, win their 1v1s, or maybe they're not properly taught how to win 1v1s. Maybe they're just getting lucky, or they're versing players that are lower skilled, and they're getting away with it, and then when they start versing a lot better players, then they get destroyed, right? So I'm going to go over the 3 most common problems, right, with you not winning your 1v1 and how you can kind of overcome that and use something a little bit better for that. All right. Okay, so the first part of winning 1v1s that people struggle most of the time, right, is getting the first shot onto their opponent. There's so many times where you chow, right? Let's just say you, for example, you're chowing somebody over here, right? And they chow at the same exact time, and they're always out shooting you, right? They shoot faster, you die a lot right there, and you're not wondering why you're killing them. Even if you hit every single bullet, you hit every single bullet in the person, and they're not dying, and you guys have the same gun, or maybe you even have a better gun, and you die right there, right? So I'm going to tell you a trick on the most common reason on why you're probably dying like this, right? So peeker's advantage, this is the #1 thing to actually win 1v1s that are more of a 50-50, right? It's pretty much who has the best peeker's advantage first. All right, so if you're slide canceling over here and they're slide canceling over here, this is a very even fight, and you pretty much are gambling, right? Like, you might win it, they might win it, it's whoever accidentally hits it more, right? But the way to overcome this is, if you know somebody's gonna peek this, right, and you're gonna peek it too, you gotta wait until they're at the end of their slide like this, and then you challenge it, right? So if this guy right here, right, slide cancels all the way over here, and then he's in the still position, that is when you challenge it, like that. All right, so if you know a guy's coming, right, you wait a little bit, wait for him to start the slide, and then boom, you challenge right after that. What it's going to do is it's going to give you the peeker's advantage, so you're going to be able to boost forward like this. You're going to be able to see him slightly faster than he can see you, even if he knows you're coming from there, and then you can just get a kill off that. All right, so there's so many times, right, maybe I'll like pre-aim over here, because if he's like slide canceling all the way over here, right, he sees the spot last, and that's towards the end of his movement. All right, so if I can't reach that spot in time to kill him, I'm gonna wait over here, right? He's not here, then I'm gonna wait for him to slide, then boom, I slide. All right, so instead of me doing this, running all the way over here, and then slide canceling to challenge him right here, right, if I know he's coming, I can slide over here and then boom like this. Alright, so that's the most important tip I have for you guys to actually win more 1v1s. If you start doing that more and more, you're going to see you're getting a lot more kills than you usually do. The second thing is trying to slide cancel onto a spot that somebody's already holding down, right? So let's just say right here, right? Let's just say this little spot in Nuketown. If I'm pre-aiming this and I'm waiting for you to come around here, right? If you slide cancel and do movement, you're still going to die because you're not close enough to the camera to actually break the camera. All right, so if I'm in this position, if I know somebody's pre-aiming that spot, or maybe if I don't know, you don't go out and chow it, right? You try to get information, okay? So this little slide and come back, boom, you can get information onto the person right there, and then you can take another route and change positions to be able to win this gunfight. All right, so let's just say coming this side, right? I have a feeling you guys were there. Boom, check real quick, he shoots at me. All right, and then I gotta find a way to close the gap so I can be able to kill this guy, right? Maybe I see him, maybe I don't, right? Change position real fast, and then I can start moving closer to be able to win this gunfight right there. All right, and the more you change positions, the better you're gonna be. And you only want to change positions when you don't have the advantage on somebody, right? Because let's just say for this little example right here, if I just change position here, all right, and then change position right here, okay, shoot at him, and then go all the way up top, right? I'm just changing into 3 different positions, and that's going to take too much time, and he can either move, his teammates can come, and there's just a lot more variables that can take place, okay? So you want to keep changing positions over and over until you have a fair fight, and you can be able to kill the person right there. Now, if you don't have a fair fight, right, let's just say you change position right here and he's holding a head glitch, you change position over here and he's holding a head glitch like on that car right there, then you got to change position over here, right, boom, If you still want a head glitch, change over here. So you just keep changing over and over until you find an opening. If you do not find an opening at all, you do not force the fight. You can either run away or do something else, right? But there's certain positions or power positions that people hold, and you can't really do anything about it until you either change your spot, right, or try to close the gap and take it away. All right, so there's some times where people have really huge advantage, and you got to learn how to go around that instead of trying to rush them anyways because you really want the kill or you're running out of time, and then you die right there. Now, the final thing I would say about winning more gunfights, right, or just 1v1s in general, is instead of thinking of what to do, right, let's just say you're not sure how to get this guy or just changing position, trying to use, Pika's advantage on him, right, the best thing to do is actually to find a head glitch or high ground and get in that spot first and make him come to you. Okay, so if I'm in a head glitch right here, right, or let's just say I'm in some type of high ground advantage, up here, right, you want to keep holding this as long as possible until he tries to change positions or try to take away your spot. That's when you can move to a different spot and then go and kill the person, right? This is very, very important too when you're fighting 1v4s, right? So let's just say, I don't know, I'm getting chased for some reason, right, from multiple people. I can get in a spot that's really hard for me to kill, right, and then boom, shoot, just like this, because it's super hard to fight this spot, for an example, right? So that's really important. Just like somebody else can hold a power position and then you got to rotate, you got to force them to rotate, and then let's just say two people are chasing you and they split ways, well then you can fight different 1v1s to be able to kill him right there. Alright, so I think these three main things are really going to help you win a lot more gunfights. And if you watch your own gameplay over and over, you can see certain spots where you might mess up, and then you can correct that overall. Alright, join the Discord for any coaching services or just getting connected with my community. I still have my BO6 full guide out, and I am live on twitch.tv/the_5th_seal.